She wanna dance, I'm dancing. Out of my league, my chance. Tell me what you say, my doll. Me and you can get this party started. DJ play my tune. Been a long time I never bust Eve. Feel a little stiff but I want to let loose. Grown man shit not get nothing for proof. Now we're in the groove and grinding. Tryna keep up with the time.
Hi, this is Yumi, all the way from Japan. Now logged into Uncle Drama.
Yes, people, it's the man of the hour, Uncle Drums. Another exclusive with the man himself, the legend. Hey, Mr. Tony Az. How you doing, boss?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Thank you for having me. What's going on, people? Very excited to be here with you guys. It's been a long time coming. Me and Uncle Drummer, I was saying to myself on the way here, it's got to be about at least a good 5 years, at least.
I was about to ask you that. It has been a long.
It's been a little while we've been meaning to do this, so finally here we are, boy. We're doing it.
Trust me. All right, let's jump in. I know your time's precious, bro. Let's jump in. So how's the planet been treating you so far, Mr. Az?
Blessed, bro. Well, since we last saw each other, because we've been speaking, I've got 3 kids.
Wow.
Pretty much settled. 2 girls, a boy. I'm a stay-at-home dad now, partly, so I'm with my son in the daytime, and I'm getting to really experience him, which I didn't really get to do with my eldest.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it. Music is good, business is good. We've got a roof over our head, we're still eating. So yeah, man, everything is blessed. I cannot complain at all.
All right, let's take backward steps now, yeah?
Let's do it.
But baby ones, right?
Yeah.
From the last time I saw you, which must have been about 5-6 years ago.
Yep.
When we last done our interview. What has the progression been like from there? Like, take yourself 5 years back.
Okay.
And then start walking forward.
Okay. Well, from that time, like creatively, I've evolved. So at the time when we did our thing, I think I was just straight rapping them times.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot more singing. So I've always sang, to be honest, but I've had to kind of hone that skill, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
From a business point of view, we've gone from, should we wait till that moves?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
okay. From a business point of view, we've gone from, I guess, just being an artist and thinking purely as an artist and starting to think as an entrepreneur now, and just jumping into certain business endeavors as well to kind of complement the music that I'm doing. So that's happened. And yeah, we've done a lot more shows, we've traveled a bit, thanks to the internet and stuff, getting a little bit more international now as well. So that's how we've been moving, basically, in that direction. You know what I mean? So I cannot complain at all.
Excellent. So when I first met you, I always remember that time I met you outside the London Hot Cafe, yeah?
Yeah.
That night there, and you said to me, I'm a rapper, but I'm a poet also. So from there till now, what would you say that you've been using more, the rap style or the poet style?
Oh, definitely more the rap over the poetry. But then, like I was saying, like the singing has crept into it. So it's almost like, it's been a while since I've exclusively just done poetry, to be honest. But I was saying to someone the other day, I guess rap is poetry to an extent, but
100.
in terms of when you package it, I guess, you know, you'd have specific poetry nights that I used to go to. I don't do that anymore. Now if I jump up on stage, more time I'm rapping or I'm singing, or doing a combination of the two, but less poetry now. But I'm still enjoying the writing, because that's where it all started, do you know what I mean? And that's still my, I guess, primary way of expressing what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. It'll be by writing.
Got ya.
You know what I'm saying?
So you say you done a Kanye on us. You switched it up. So we can look for a singing album from Tony soon.
Boy, well, you know, we're dabbling in it. But it's funny because, like, I was listening to some of the first ever music I made, and I was always singing. But it was just a thing of, I was never confident enough to stamp myself as a singer, or wouldn't do it for a whole song. I'd always just kind of, do you know what I mean? Because I came up on like Nate Dogg and them guys singing. Like I'm a big Nate Dogg fan. I didn't even realize that till recently. I was like, I actually followed this guy quite a bit, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But it wouldn't have been a guy who, if people would ask me who influenced you, I wouldn't have said him. But definitely that whole Dog Pound West Coast style of singing and melody and Do you know what I mean? That's very much deep rooted into my stuff.
All right, so
Uh,
do you play any musical instruments, Tony?
I'm learning guitar, but I'm not ready yet to share that with the world. It's just for my ears only. But we're getting there. We're getting maybe to end of this year. Hopefully, I'll be confident enough to do something with my guitar. I've been saying that for a while, to be honest. But we'll get there.
Okay, what has been your most memorable performance so far, and why?
I randomly did a gig for some church event. Randomly, 'cause I don't really go to church myself, but I had a friend who invited me to some event that they were doing, and I performed there, and I did a song called "How I'm Living," which is a very personal song for me. It's about this fatherhood and etc. And there was a guy, could easily be old enough to be my dad, that was in the crowd, and afterwards he started crying.
Wow.
Like, he came to me and started crying. I'll never forget that day. And he was just like, I was just narrating his life kind of thing, and the struggles that he had trying to be there for his kids, etc., etc. So I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. So it made me, it's one of them moments where you think, okay, you know, you are actually making a difference and having an impact on people's lives and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would have been it.
And your family,
Yeah.
how are they feeling about your musical career as it's going up and up and up?
Good. I mean, like, the missus has been very supportive, because the situation is missus. I've got a couple kids, so we had to find a way. Do you know what I mean? Because I've since left my day job, and this is what it is.
Okay.
So, but I wouldn't have been able to do that without the support of the missus, to be honest. So that's been great. Mumsy's always great with it, and it's been good. The kids love it. Me and my kids will be at home because I've got a little setup at home. So whenever all these songs that come out, they've heard it a zillion times before, and you know, kids, they don't feel no way to give you their opinion about
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's good.
So yeah, in fact, the last video, the current video, the tomorrow, they're actually in it as well.
Yeah, I saw that
So
one.
yeah,
I saw that
they
one.
came to work with me one day because sometimes they'll see me just go and do videos all day or whatever, and for that day I was like, all right, come, you know, see how long of a day it is.
Yeah.
All day doing videos. So yeah, man, they're definitely very supportive. So I can't complain on that side.
Excellent. Okay, so your fan base now,
Yeah.
from where you was 5 years ago, what's the change now within the fan base, and how are you feeling to this new growth?
The change has been, I think from my point of view, like when I was saying in terms of evolving and understanding the business element of it a bit more, like something I had to change in myself was how I interacted with the fans.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the fans were always there, or people, well-wishers have always been there. People have always been there that knew about the tunes and were interested, etc. But basically, in terms of the fans, it's been about how I've interacted with them. So I've always had people that have been well-wishers, people that have been interested, people that have liked the stuff, but it kind of been a bit of me not really capitalizing on them properly, not really, you know what I mean, nourishing those relationships. So now I'm very much more about engaging with the fans, especially now with social media as well. I think it definitely helps with engaging and knowing exactly who your fan is and communicating with them directly, which makes a big difference. So that's where I'm at with it, I'd say.
Okay, cool. Next question is,
Yeah.
which artist do you admire the most and why? Let us know.
Was that like currently?
All-time favorite.
All time, I'm a big Tupac fan.
Hey, nothing ain't changed for 5 years.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I mean, come on. Okay, I've discovered a guy called Russ. When I say discovered, he's been out for a while. But I just stumbled across him literally about a week ago. And yeah, I like his style. He sings, he raps, he produces. I think he's from Atlanta or something. And he's got very much, I like melodic stuff and I like stories as well.
Yeah.
Like I say, going back to loving to write and express my story. So when I listen to other people sharing their story, I love that stuff. So Russ is a new one.
So Russ is the man right now for you.
Literally from about a week ago. Literally for about, like, I've been rinsing out his shoes for a week ago. But I like, You know, in my house is very much a lot of music. Like, we don't have a TV, so we literally just listen to music all day.
That's blessed, man.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so we like a lot of Afro beats. I like Tenny. There's a girl called Tenny the Entertainer. She's a Nigerian girl. Again, I think she's been out for a little while. I only really discovered her about a month ago. But I'd heard the tunes, but I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
But yeah, her songs get rinsed at home. Chronics, that gets rinsed at home. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, anything that's got some kind of substance to it, that is telling a story, it's melodic, that's my type of vibe.
All right, let's go back to the legend Tupac now, right?
All right, talk about it.
That film that came out, All Eyes on Me, what was your honest opinion on that film? Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see
oh
it. You know
my days.
Like, the reviews were mixed.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to see it. Like, nothing, it didn't grab me.
Okay.
It didn't grab me to see it. And I think because you know what the ending is gonna be, I was like I never watched the Biggie film either.
Okay.
Yeah, I just never watched it. I might try watch it, to be honest. I might try sit down. But I was just like, but a couple people that watched it said the soundtrack was good. Apparently that was the best thing about it.
Yeah.
Because they used the actual original songs.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, apparently it was good, but I never watched it.
All right. Well, I'll give you my take on it.
Go for it.
Real quick.
Yeah.
It was a bit strange because the guy looked like Tupac.
Okay.
But he didn't sound like Tupac.
Ah.
So having the look and not sounding like him is a big difference.
A bit weird.
Yeah, and when he was actually playing the parts of Tupac,
Yeah.
You'd already seen them parts, and Tupac played them the best you could play. So someone coming in and trying to do that, it just didn't match up.
Yeah. You know what it is? I mean, the film came out, a couple years ago, so it has been a good 20-odd years.
Yeah.
But maybe it was too soon.
Yeah.
To bring it out, do you know what I mean? Because maybe in our generation, we still remember him.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe they should have left it for, I don't know, maybe another 10 or so years when he's kind of faded in a lot of people's memory.
Yeah.
And you've got a whole bunch of new people that weren't around when he was around.
Yeah.
And then they could just sell them whatever story they want to sell them, kind of, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I had that, I saw the previews and the trailers, and it didn't just grab me, it didn't grab me.
All right. Moving on. Can you describe a perfect day within the life of Tony Az?
Perfect day would be wake up, go to my kids' room, wake them up. We have probably a little mess around on the carpet like we do. Have a nice breakfast. Sit on the couch in our house coats. Have a little chat, catch up, have a little joke. And then I guess just take them out and do something they like to do. Like, I started doing like a family day. So like once a month we try to do something specific. We've only done one of them so far because everyone's so busy, but we went trampolining for the day. That was nice. The kids enjoyed that. And I think anything just making the kids happy. A day where I don't have to do too much.
Of course.
A nice relaxing day. Like, I can't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. That would be nice.
Yes,
do you know what I mean? But just a general day. Now everything's about family, really. So it's just making sure the kids are happy. They're not fighting each other. Cause I got 3, they're always fighting each other. So a day where they don't have to fight, they're not fighting each other. Everyone's just cool. Everyone's just blessed. And we just probably sit at home and just stuff our faces, basically. That would be a great day.
All right, Tony. How do you handle mistakes being made while in a performance?
Oh, well, like by me, for example, or like
Yeah,
the sound
like
engineer.
or any mistake that you know is that damage. You got to damage control
I think you have to always remember that the show goes on. So I think of it from a customer's point of view, or from a fan's point of view, because I've been at a show and I'm seeing someone perform, and something's like they forgot their words. And they make it so bait that they forgot their words. And more time, you don't even know they forgot their words. So they start baiting themselves up. I saw a show like that the other day, and I'm thinking to myself, you didn't need to tell us that. Just play. So my thing is, the show must always go on. Do you know what I mean? Anything can happen. So you just got to carry on. You just got to kind of have something in your locker that you could go to, whether it's an a cappella or something. Start breakdancing, start doing something. But the show must go on. And it's all about distraction techniques almost, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I was somewhere the other day, and so luckily they had an MC that was good enough, a host that was good enough to know, okay, I'm going to keep talking to the crowd whilst you guys sort out the sound. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got to do them kind of little things and play a little game and call a response or whatever. But yeah, the show, and things can happen even on the biggest stages. You know, you see clips of Beyonce shows and the sound goes off. So in your little shows, it's always going to happen. And you got the sound engineer ones as well, where the sound is just terrible. But then you got to understand, sometimes you go to these venues, you're doing shows, and the person that's in charge of sound isn't a sound engineer. They're just a guy. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not the type to go and get. I've seen some people get really mad and angry with them, and they're just trying to do a thing. So you just try your best, and you know what I mean, just deliver.
Of course. Do you ever get nervous before a performance, and how do you handle it if you do?
Yeah, always get nervous. And I guess the day you stop getting nervous is the day you start getting complacent. So like me, I got a little routine. I like to stretch. I feel like I'm going into war, into battle. Do you know what I mean? Make sure I go pull a muscle and all them kind of things there, you know. But that kind of just get the blood rushing, adrenaline pumping, and in terms of mentally just remembering what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, my situation now, I've left a decently paying job to jump in and do this thing, and a big part of it is performing. So sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit of a way, I just remember, okay, but dude, why are you doing this? Like, what's at stake? Do you know what I mean? What are you trying to achieve? And then it comes back to me, but there's always the nerves in the belly. But as soon as I start singing or whatever, yeah, man, you just get into it and just enjoy it, man. I love performing.
Of course. All right. What is your latest project?
Cool, love this. So the latest project is called Tomorrow. Yeah, it's a song. I guess it's a song about hope, a song about motivation, a song about just dedication, inspiration, that kind of stuff. It's like an Afro beat. I think we might call it Afro beach. Someone said it's like an Afro beach type of thing. I'm like, cool, I'm going to coin that phrase.
Yeah.
But it's a nice uplifting vibe. It's fuses of African music, fuses of Caribbean music. I'm singing rap as well at some point. And it's called Tomorrow. It's out everywhere. We've got a video out. The song is out on all platforms. And that's the song right now that I'm rolling with all the way through summer.
All right, well done. And you can't forget She Wants My Love.
She Want My
love.
Love. Yeah, I'm bringing that back as well because it's mad, because that was the first song I did when I left my job. I left my job last year and we were in the studio for a little while, and that's the first song we came out with. But I was saying to someone the other day, that's really a summer tune.
Oh, that's crazy.
That we released in the wintertime.
That's
Do you
crazy.
know what I mean? So I'm gonna not revamp it, but I'm gonna start promoting that as well. Again, it's constantly kind of underlyingly being promoted, but
yeah,
we're gonna give that a bit of noise as well. So you'll have the She Want and Tomorrow.
I think what you should do is you should try and every summer just fling that back out, bruv, because that tune's too precious just to blow.
Exactly,
you understand what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I was thinking, because sometimes as artists we're very much in creative mode. We make a thing and then not that we get bored of it, but very soon we're on to the next thing.
That's right.
Because we believe everything we make is great or greater than the last thing in more time. But now it's like going back to that question about just understanding the game a little bit more and thinking more business-wise. It's like, now we've got a product. Do you know what I mean? It's a good product, and there's still a lot of people that may not know this product yet. Yeah. So let's show it to some more people. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, She Want is definitely there. That's also out. But from time you tap into me on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever, you'll get the list of the next song will be that. You've got a song called London to Sierra Leone as well.
Wicked.
That one I did
that.
specifically when I was going back home.
I love
That's
that.
doing some bits over back home as well. So yeah, man, we're just making happy music, making people enjoy themselves, making people vibe, and just feeling good about it in the meantime, you know?
Okay. All right. Last few questions now. What advice can you give to any beginner that might be nervous to step into the pool?
You can't please all the people all the time. But then also remember that there's always something for someone. So to break that down a little bit more, not everyone's going to like your stuff, but not everyone needs to like your stuff. In the sense of there's X amount of billion people in the world. Just go find the people that like that, and guarantee you there's someone that likes what you're doing. You just got to find them. and there's someone whose life you're going to make a difference to. There's a group of people whose life you're going to make a difference to, especially if you're just telling your story. Do you know what I mean? You're not coming on some nonsense. Even if you are, but ideally you're not coming on some nonsense. If you're telling your story, guaranteed there's a bunch of people out there that can relate to your story. And
Tony Az, last question. Where can the fans find you?
Tony Az Official on everything. Tony AS Official on everything. I also have a lovely website which you should check out, and you can give me your email address and sign your life away so I can keep spamming you forever. No, but if you come to the website, tonyazofficial.com, you can download some free exclusive stuff, but you have to be signed up. But if not, on the socials, Tony Az Official on everything. But I must admit, I'm more on Instagram than the other things, but you can catch me everywhere, basically. But it's the same on everything, Tony Az Official. And before I go, shout out Uncle Drummer for doing this. This has been big. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad we did it, and long may we continue to do more.
Trust me.
But yes,
All right, Tony Az. The future is Tony Az. Check it. Bless up, bro.
Attach just having some fun. Baby, be mine to the end of the story.